After days of trade instability, the United States and the European Union, EU, are finally moving towards an understanding. U.S. President Donald Trump has temporarily suspended his threat to impose a 50% tariff on the EU. He made this decision today, Monday, after a discussion with EU Chief Ursula von der Leyen. The two have also agreed on trade negotiations. Dear viewers, please like this news and share your valuable comments. Last month, Trump imposed high retaliatory tariffs on various countries. The EU was also hit. Although those tariffs were later suspended, Trump again became stubborn last Friday. Expressing frustration, he declared that the EU was showing no interest in accelerating trade talks with the US. Therefore, he wanted to impose a 50% tariff on the bloc starting June 1st. Meanwhile, today, the European Union announced that Ursula von der Leyen and Trump had a phone conversation about tariffs the previous day, Sunday. This has brought new momentum to trade discussions. As part of this, EU Trade Commissioner Marcos Sefcovic and U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick are expected to hold discussions this afternoon, local time. The EU did not disclose details of the conversation between Ursula von der Leyen and Trump. However, Trump told reporters at Morristown Airport in New Jersey on Sunday, von der Leyen now wants to have serious discussions. She requested that the deadline be extended to July 9th instead of June 1st. I agreed to that. He also described the phone call as great. On the other hand, von der Leyen wrote on social media platform X, had a good discussion with Trump. Europe is ready. We want to sit down for discussions quickly and firmly. We will need time until July 9th to make a good deal. Potential for a deal. Trump has long objected to ongoing trade barriers against the U.S. and their trade deficit. According to data from the country's Commerce Department, the U.S. trade deficit with the European Union was $236 billion in 2023. In response, Trump imposed a 20% retaliatory tariff on EU goods on April 2nd. Although those tariffs were later suspended, the Trump administration still maintains a minimum 10% tariff. Additionally, there is a 25% U.S. tariff on cars, steel, and aluminum produced in EU countries. If a new 50% tariff were imposed, the prices of various consumer goods, from German cars to Italian olive oil and French handbags, would have increased. However, Michael Pfister, a strategist at Germany's Commerzbank, believes that the situation will normalize further after the meeting between Trump and Ursula von der Leyen. He said it's possible for the European Union to reach a deal by July 9th. However, he raised questions about what fundamental changes have occurred in the problems after the phone call.